Hi, my name's Anthony Basford. I'm the CEO at East Gippsland Shire Council, and I'm also the chair of the East Gippsland Bushfire Recovery Committee. This committee is co-chaired with Bushfire Recovery Victoria. Today we are releasing the East Gippsland Fires Recovery Plan. A regional recovery plan that builds on the state recovery plan and also supports communities to create their local recovery plans. And I'll go into a bit more detail about the plans in a moment. But first, I'd like to acknowledge the Gunai Kurnai, the Monero and the Bidawal people as the traditional custodians of the land that encompasses East Gippsland Shire, and pay my respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people living in East Gippsland, their elders past and present. We all know about the devastation caused by the Black Summer fires, and I'm not going to go through that again. The impact on communities, individuals, organisations has been immense, and it continues to this day. There's been a lot of work done by communities, by organisations, by government, but there's still a lot of work to do. So what is the East Gippsland Bushfire Recovery Committee? The committee is a collective of local government, state government departments and agencies, non-government organisations and the Commonwealth Government. All in all, there's about 20 agencies and organisations on the committee who work together to make sure that there is coordination for all the things that are happening around bushfire recovery. Much of the work goes unseen in the sense of issues are raised, they're dealt with by the relevant agencies, and we move on to the next thing. But what it does do is it ensures that there is that coordination and work happening between agencies to make sure we're not duplicating effort and to making sure that things still happen. When this committee started in January, we were still in response. So people were wearing their responding hat, their relief hat, and their recovery hat. And that's been a real hallmark of this committee, that since January, we've met regularly to ensure that the issues that come up for community are addressed in a way that is positive and can make a real difference in community. The plan that we're releasing today is made up of 5 pillars or 5 areas of focus of recovery. They are social, built, economic, natural, and culture and healing. The last one, culture and healing, recognises the unique impact that this bushfire has had on Aboriginal people. It's actually the first time it's been included in a recovery plan in Victoria, so we're very proud that we're able to do that and recognise and support Aboriginal people and communities. Under each of those pillars or focus areas, there's been 5 working groups who have worked tirelessly to bring together existing information, existing plans, existing research, and that current knowledge that we have, because most people who are on this committee live or work in our shire as well and have been impacted professionally or personally by the fires. So it brings together all that information and ensures that we can put it together into a plan, a sub-plan in this case, to make sure that it guides the work of the agencies and organisations that are working with our communities and in our communities. There are 4 goals as part of the plan. We want to support our communities and environment to recover and stabilise. We want to support a community-led, future-enabling, resilient communities, making sure that communities are prepared if this is to happen again. Another goal is that we want to reduce the economic, environmental and social impact of these fires. And of course, this is exacerbated now by COVID-19, border closures, floods and a whole range of other weather events. We also want to ensure that recovery activities are well coordinated. So I hear people say, and I've had the question put to me before, why another plan? It's important that the work of agencies is coordinated. That is critical. It's important that people can see and understand the focus areas and priorities of agencies and organisations about how that is going to support and help community. The Commonwealth and state have invested a lot of money into East Gippsland and other parts of Victoria in relation to the bushfire recovery. But what we want to make sure is that when there is opportunities for funding and investment, that we have a plan, we have programs, we have ideas, we have projects that can be funded. And that's what this plan also puts on the table. Finally, I'd like to say thank you to all the members of the committee. They have continued to be committed to this committee, to the recovery of East Gippsland, despite the fact that when this committee first started, we were still in response. Since the bushfires, we've had COVID, border closures, extreme weather events, and preparing for this coming season. And all throughout this, the agencies, the organisations, and most importantly, the individual people who have made that commitment have continued to attend meetings, provide input, attend the sub-working groups, and ensure that our recovery, the recovery for East Gippsland Shire, will be as best it can. Now, I've also written a short report in terms of the work and activity of the committee over the last 6 or 8 months. And I would ask that you have a look at that and also at the plan. There is an opportunity to provide feedback. A plan shouldn't be static, it should be dynamic, it should be active, and it should change as the needs change. So this is our first take, this is our first plan. And I would hope that people who are involved in recovery or involved in communities or organisations have a look at the plan and provide us with that feedback. I look forward to seeing it. Thanks for watching this short video, and I hope and we will continue to work on the best possible recovery for our communities. Thanks, everyone.